Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was out and about in Brooklyn last night seeing a movie. We don't know which movie she was seeing, but we do
Dune,
know
probably.
Yeah, probably Dune. That's the big one out there now, right? But here's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez on the way out of the movie theater, getting some attention from some protesters who were trying to get her, trying to get her to describe what's happening in Gaza right now accurately as a genocide. Let's take a look.
You refuse to call it a genocide in front of everybody.
I need you to understand that this is not okay.
It's not okay that there's a genocide happening. You're not actively against it.
You're lying.
I'm lying?
You're not.
You went on TV and avoided talking about it.
The spice will flow.
Should have subtitled this.
We can't call it a genocide. We're not lying.
We're not lying.
You've been saying it in interviews. It's insane. You haven't been calling it a genocide. Don't tell me I'm lying. Then just say it's a genocide. Just say it. Over 30,000 people are dead, AOC. You can't just say it for once. Just say the word. That's it. That's all we want you to say.
And she was really in a pissy mood, too.
Well, the movie ended on a cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably why. It's like I gotta wait another 3 years.
We're not doing anything. We're just talking to an election.
I'm not reading those fucking dorky books.
That's it.
Cut it, and you're going to cut this, and you're going to clip this so that it's completely out of context. I already said that it was, and y'all are just going to pretend that it wasn't over and over again. It's fucked up, man. And you're not helping these people, and you're not helping them.
You refuse to.
You're not helping them.
They're helping them more than you are right now. Look, here's how you know.
Is that the fiance? Is that the fiance?
So, yeah.
That's him?
I hope so. I hope so. Or else she's got a couple. She has another reason to be upset that this video got out. No, that's him. You could tell she's lying. I mean, if you're tuned into this show, you know she has not called it a genocide.
All she had to do was turn around and say it's a genocide.
Yes, exactly.
Done.
If they're lying, that means you've already called it a genocide once, which means you can call it a genocide again, and they put their phones away and they leave you alone. So that's how you know she's full of shit. If she weren't lying, she'd just say, yeah, I already said it was a genocide. You notice she didn't use the word there. She says, I already said it was. She stopped short. She said, I already said it was a genocide. She didn't want to say that because she didn't. If she had already said it, she'd have said it again, and they'd have left her alone, and that would have been the end of it. And that's the length she'll go to not say that word. Now you ask, well, she's for a ceasefire, what are you giving her a hard time? You're giving her a hard time because we often ask ourselves what we would do if we were alive during slavery, if we were alive during the Holocaust. What would we do if we were around at a moment where such a large-scale obscenity, a crime against humanity was taking place? Well, this is that moment. This is that moment. And I'm sorry, good isn't good enough when it comes to your rhetoric even. If you understand what's going on, you have an imperative to actually put it in as many words. And, that's why guys like Dean Phillips get frustrated because he says, well, I criticize Netanyahu, right? He just wants to scapegoat Netanyahu, put the entire,
they all want
premise of the Israeli project on Netanyahu's back.
Israel, there was nothing wrong with Israel until Netanyahu, who was, hang on, I thought this was an oasis of democracy in the Middle East. Well, so he was elected, right? So who elected him? Israelis, right? So clearly there was a problem there, or he wouldn't have gotten elected.
Well, right. Well, he's been a prominent figure within Israel since the 80s, right?
No. The articles we're gonna go over tomorrow with Denise. The anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism articles. Both of them get into. Netanyahu. Most Jews don't like him. Well, they fucking elected him, and they keep electing him. So clearly they like him.
Yeah,
Somebody likes him.
Well, of course. Well, you say most Jews, most Israelis, obviously.
Israel.
The ones who vote
No, because those articles are getting into American Jews. That's
but I'm saying they're the ones who
they're
elected
Zionists.
They elected them, right?
But yeah,
right. But look, like a guy like Dean Phillips will say, "Well, I criticize Netanyahu. I think what's going on is horrible. So why don't you just leave me alone? Why do you push me further?" And that's where he gets upset, right? When people push him further, it's like, well, no. If you demonstrate a level of understanding about this, then of course you're going to be pushed further. Because most people in politics don't demonstrate any understanding of this whatsoever. It's just scripted.
Are you going to go
propaganda.
bother Amy Klobuchar?
Right, exactly. What, are we going to go bother her at the movies? We don't expect her to get anything remotely close to right. If you're running as a progressive, if you are representing your district as a progressive, and you have spoken out against what's happening to a degree, well, to a degree is not strong enough when we know that the truth is more severe than that. Same for Bernie Sanders, right? Same for Ilhan Omar. Same for all of these people. Like, of course, you should push them to get them on record going as far as they should, because we are.
Right.
Like, we're all doing that. If you're saying you represent us and people like us, then yeah, we're going to push you.
Please clap.